Hello everyone. On today's eSchool training session, we will be dealing with class site calendars. So the first step is to visit any one of your class sites. I'm going to go to my test site here. And on my class site, I have an empty calendar. Now there's two ways to add events to this calendar. If you prefer, you can do them one day at a time. You can just double click on any day and add all of your information in here, test today. If there was a test on Friday, we could add it in there. I'm going to cancel. I find this method a little tedious because you have to go and add an event and change the times and do all of that stuff every day or every time you have a class, which is pretty time consuming. So instead, what I want to be able to do is manage this all from my Outlook, and I'll show you a neat trick to copy some stuff from your personal calendar over. So the first thing we need to do is connect this calendar to our Outlook. And to do this, on my class site, just click on the word calendar here, and we'll open up the calendar in full screen view. Up on the top of the screen, click on the Calendar tab, and choose Connect to Outlook. Now when you get prompted, just click Allow, and you get prompted again. Just click on Yes. Now you can see on the left I have my blue calendar is my personal calendar, and on the right I have my green calendar, which is my eSchool one. Now you can do this for every one of your class sites, so for me I only have one, but if you have 5 or 6, you'll see 5 or 6 tabs along the top. So just like my regular personal calendar in Outlook, if I want to add an event, I can do that simply by double-clicking on the day, and it looks just like an Outlook meeting request. Change the time. Let's say it's 9 to 10. We've got English test in classroom G1 and test today on Hamlet, on the ever important Hamlet assignment. If I click Save and Close, I'll have my event in there. And next time my Outlook send receives, and I'll just force that now. I'll go back to SharePoint, and you should see, if I refresh my calendar, that event appear on there. Now it's pretty great that I can manage this from Outlook, but again, I'm making one event at a time, which I find pretty tedious. I found a neat tip is, since we've automatically populated your calendar with your teaching schedule, we can actually copy those events and paste them into the SharePoint calendar. This way all you need to do is open up the existing event and just put a quick note in there, maybe what you worked on in class or something like that, as opposed to creating the new event, adjusting the times, and adding your note in there. So you can see in my personal calendar I have my super heavy teaching schedule. I only teach one class in this case. Yours will most likely be a little busier than mine. But what I'm going to do is copy these Monday morning classes over to my SharePoint calendar. So to do this, the first step is to change my calendar to list view. So click on the View tab up at the top of the screen. This is in Outlook now. Click on Change View and change it to List View. And just confirm that you have your personal calendar selected on the left-hand side here. Make sure you don't have one of your SharePoint calendars selected. So I have my personal calendar selected, and the course code for the class that I want to copy over is TST3D-1. So I'm going to search my personal calendar for all events related to that course code. Now I found it's best to search for this course code using quotation marks. It just helps eliminate some of the personal calendar entries you might have, which may or may not have part of the course code in it or something like that. So what I'll do is open quote tst 3d-1 close quote. You'll see I have all the events in there, and I'll just scroll through real quick to make sure I have nothing, no other personal events in there. Nope, they're all the class ones. That's good. Okay, so what I'm going to do is copy all of these events to my SharePoint calendar. So what I'm going to do is highlight them all. So click on the first one, scroll down here, I'll click on Shift, click on the last one, highlight them all, and I'm going to copy them. Now you have to use the keyboard shortcuts for copy and paste. So to copy, you hit Control-C. I'm going to click over here to my SharePoint calendar. Click anywhere in the calendar at all, and paste. So Control-V. If you get prompted, just click Yes. And now I have all of my calendar events from my personal calendar in my SharePoint calendar. So what I'll do is I'll just force a send receive real quick, and I can actually go back to my SharePoint site, and I can see all the events on there. So I guess before I said it was a Monday morning class, it's actually a Monday evening class. But now what I can do on, here I'll show you both of my calendars again, is say for next Monday I want to add a note in there. I can just double click on the item. I know it says do not edit, but I don't care. And I will say Hamlet test will be handed back. And save. And that is connecting an eSchool calendar to your Outlook and copying events from your personal calendar over. Thank you for listening.